take you up in boom, 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 boom. Tell me I'm the only one that you love. Life could be a dream, sweetheart. Life could be a dream. And I ding dong, plans would come true. And I ding dong, spend my whole life loving you. Life could be a dream, sweetheart. Yeah. And I ding dong, lang, lang, lang. Boom, 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 boom. Yeah. And I ding dong, lang, lang, lang. Boom, 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 boom. Oh, life and I ding dong. If I could take you up in boom, 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 boom. Tell me I'm the only one that you love. Life could be a dream, sweetheart. Life could be a dream. And I ding dong, plans would come true. And I ding dong, my whole life.
Good morning, everyone. I am out for a little walk, getting in some morning steps. As you guys know, I'm on a little journey to lose a little bit of body fat, and I'm officially entering phase 2 of said plan to lose a little body fat, which is going into an actual calorie deficit. Was supposed to start my calorie deficit like a month ago, but I got sick. Then I got better, started getting back on track, got sick again. So basically spent the last month sick or recovering from being sick. Not COVID either time, thankfully, but still not fun. So I finally got myself to the point where I could be consistent at maintenance for a long enough time to justify going actually into a deficit. So I just started that a couple days ago. So I wanted to update you guys on what shifts are happening, how I'm kind of approaching this, answer your questions, etc, etc. So today I'm gonna show you what I'm eating in a day. I'll walk you through my macros, gonna tell you briefly about how I'm exercising. Maybe I'll do a whole video more in depth on exercise if you guys want me to, but we're gonna go into that, go into a couple other things that I'm implementing, all that good stuff. So I started out my morning with a little oatmeal cup just because I couldn't be bothered to actually take the time to make anything. I wasn't super hungry, I just wanted to get like a little bit of nutrition in, but I think as soon as I get back from this walk, I'm probably gonna make some actual like substantial food. But before I make some more food, I want to tell you guys about a realization that I had the other day about why I want to lose fat. Obviously, part of the reason is aesthetic. I've been telling you guys I have an aesthetic goal. I think that's totally okay. I think it's fun to kind of shift how you approach your goals and kind of how you structure everything you're doing, yada yada. But for those of you who only started following me recently, about 2 years ago, I went through a year of something called topical steroid withdrawal, which was just extremely painful, excruciating, and took my life away from me for a year. I put all of my effort into healing. It was a lot. I will link my full video about it down in the description box below if you actually want to learn more about that journey. But for some reason, a lot of emotions from that journey kind of came up recently, and it made me realize that part of the reason I want to lose fat, I think part of me feels like I haven't fully healed until I entirely have my body back to the way it was before I went through that. And I'm pretty sure the fat gain that I experienced was due to those health issues. Like in my head, my benchmark for fully healing is being how I was before I had any healing to do. And so my brain goes through the thought process of, well, if you're not back to how you were before, you're not fully healed. You haven't fully recovered from everything. Yeah, you can argue maybe that's dumb, whatever. I really have no point in sharing that with you. I literally just realized the other day I haven't taken the time to like dig deeper into it and like process through all that stuff yet. So if you have any comments about that, you can wait a little bit for my own brain to kind of digest first, please. Thank you. But yeah, I just thought it was interesting, and I hadn't realized that that was something in the back of my brain that was driving this at all. Even if that weren't the case, I would still have this goal, so honestly it doesn't really affect like what I'm doing, or literally like, again, I have no point in really sharing this other than to share some insight that I recently got. But that said, I'm gonna go make some food. So I have my second breakfast, first lunch, second food. I have my food. Just made a little egg frittata. So before I go into how my diet is changing this calorie deficit, my macros, my calories, etc., I want to emphasize that I am working with a coach who is giving me instructions based specifically on my body, how my body reacts to different things, based on my history, based on my more specific goals other than just fat loss. Like, this is a path that is drawn specifically for me and my body. And so what I am doing is not what I'm recommending that everyone do. What works for me may not work for you. Also, I don't even know if this is working for me yet. I'm on like day 3 of my deficit. I'm simply sharing this so that you guys can follow along with me. I already have an entire playlist on my general recommendations for fat loss, so I'll link that down in the description box if you want something that's more of like a prescription recommendation rather than just like my journey. This is really good. It's also important to note that I have been preparing for this deficit for quite a long time. Not only did I spend the last 3 months, technically 2 because last month was kind of me being sick, but like 2 to 3 months eating at maintenance, establishing a strong foundation, getting strong in the gym, building my strength, boosting my metabolism, all that good stuff. But I spent the 2 years before that healing my body. This is what people don't see and quite often forget, is that healing process is part of the weight loss process if losing weight is one of your goals. And if you have healing to do, I recommend doing that first before pursuing fat loss. So with that out of the way, first I'm gonna tell you about my exercise plan. I am following my own program, Brains and Gains, heavily modified to be more specific to my exact like physique and aesthetic goals, but I'm using it as like a basic template structure to build my workout program off of. So for my maintenance phase, like as I was preparing for the deficit, I was in phase 1 of Brains and Gains. Now I'm shifting into phase 2 of Brains and Gains. Phase 1 was all about like low rep heavy weight, building strength, really just getting a strong foundation. Phase 2 switches more into hypertrophy training. So the 8 to 12 reps, kind of moderate to heavy weight style. I'm lifting 5 days a week, taking 2 rest days, 3 lower body days, 2 upper body days. Beyond that, I'm aiming to get in about 7,000 to 10,000 steps per day. Macro-wise, I am in a very conservative deficit. One of the main goals that I expressed to Lauren, my nutrition coach, was that I've spent basically the last year like working on balancing my hormones, getting a regular menstrual cycle, all of that good stuff, and I do not want to sacrifice that in order to lose fat. So we're being very careful, really not doing anything that's going to push my body too much or stress it out in any way that would disrupt my hormone balance. So for reference, leading up to this, I was maintaining weight on 2,020 calories on days that I was lifting and 1,910 calories on days that I was not lifting. So like 5 days out of the week eating 20/20, 2 days out of the week I was hitting 19/10. Macro wise, on my lifting days, I was aiming for 125 grams of protein, 245 grams of carbs, and 60 grams of fat. And then on my rest days, I was aiming for 110 grams of protein, 210 grams of carbs, and 70 grams of fat. So just a little bit higher carb, higher protein on my training days. So I've been sticking with this in the last 3 months. I've fluctuated about 2 pounds, just like up and down consistently. Now for my deficit, on my lifting days, I am eating 1,880 calories with 125 grams of protein, 210 grams of carbs, and 60 grams of fat. And then on my rest days, I am eating 1,770 calories with 110 grams of protein, 175 grams of carbs, and 70 grams of fat. So percentage-wise, this is a very small conservative deficit. I've literally done this for like 3 days so far, so I haven't seen any results or any progress yet. I'm not anticipating seeing any results or progress for at least like a little bit longer. So I can't even honestly tell you if this is working at this point. This is just what we're trying. But this is one of the reasons I'm so glad I hired Lauren and I'm working with a coach, is because it takes all of this out of my hands and it takes the stress of whether or not it's working like completely out of my mind. Like it just lets me do what she tells me to do, and then if it's working, great. If it's not, she's gonna fix it for me. I told you guys before, but one of the big reasons I wanted to hire a coach this time trying to lose fat is that last time I really stressed myself out doing it publicly on YouTube and just feeling like I had to get like quick immediate results in order to prove that I know what I'm doing. And it's like clearly quick immediate results are like, it's everything that I speak against. And so I just had this like major cognitive dissonance and stress about it, and I wanted to avoid that this time. So I'm letting someone else do the work for me. Someone else has the responsibility, and I like it. It lets me focus on just doing what I need to do and not really worrying about the results. The results are her job. The work is my job. Speaking of working with a coach, I am going to have like 1 or 2 spaces opening up in like a month for one-on-one coaching with me. I do holistic fitness coaching, so I do exercise, nutrition, sleep, stress, wellness, working on your relationship with your body, with food, with exercise, all of like, I do everything. So if you're interested in working with me, I'll leave a little link down below to apply. But yeah, those are generally the macros that I'm trying to hit. I am weighing, tracking, measuring everything. No, I don't find that stressful. No, I don't feel like I'm obsessive with it. No, it doesn't really negatively impact my life in any way. It's just a tool, something that I'm doing for now, something that I don't plan on doing forever, but it's what's gonna help me do this the most efficiently right now, and that's totally okay. That's kind of the basics of where I'm at right now. I'm gonna answer a few of your guys' questions in a bit, but for now, I need to get some work done, do some things, pay a parking ticket. That's fun. But yeah, when I have lunch, snack, meal number 3, food later, I'll show you what I got. I'm hungry. It's time to go make some food. Look at this cute little fluffy face. Hello, little Ernie. Oh, big stretch. This is what I ended up with for a snack, just basically a bunch of protein and carbs. I already know what I'm having for dinner tonight. I already planned having some dessert tonight, and I just know that I have some extra protein and carbs that I need to eat to hit my macros. So I'm using this little third meal snack, late lunch. I don't even know, I'm not really keeping track or paying attention, but using this meal to fill in the gaps of my macros. So I just have some turkey, kiwi, these are some dried peaches, and then some golden berries. I have finished all of my work for the day. I'm just going for another little walk before I make dinner. Just like a 20-25 minute walk tops. Today was a rest day, so I've been pretty darn inactive today. Like I've only gotten 5,000 steps in so far today. That's like all the activity that I've done, but that's okay because it's a rest day. Like that's literally what it's for. So I got a lot of questions from you guys on Instagram about how I'm approaching this cut, like if I'm gonna use mini cut cycles, what my like deficit percentage is gonna be, how many weeks I'm gonna be in deficit. I don't know. That's up to Lauren. I picked Lauren as my coach because I trust her with her approach to health and fitness. I've been following her for quite a while now. So whatever we end up doing, I'm sure it's gonna be great, and I will totally keep you guys updated. Let me know down in the comments what questions you have, like what kind of stuff you want me to update you on. It's worth saying, kind of again, my main goal with it, not my main goal is fat loss, but with the caveat that I am being gentle on my body. I am not doing anything that's going to negatively impact my health, set me back with all of the progress that I've made with my health. Like health is still number one. I do not want to sacrifice my health in order to get leaner. And I'm by no means unhappy with where my body is right now. So it really wouldn't be worth sacrificing my health to change my physique. And since summer is basically upon us, although one would not be able to tell based on this weather, it's quite gloomy outside. But I just want to make sure that like anyone who is trying to lose fat for summer, like it's basically summer, it's gonna be hard to make a lot of sustainable progress without doing something extreme. And so if you are tempted to do something extreme to get quick results so that you can look a certain way, like in a month for a vacation or whatever it is you're trying to do, I would encourage you to recognize 2 things. It's not good for your health. If you mess up your health, it's a lot harder to keep weight off. And also number 2, fast results are often not sustainable results, so you're not gonna keep it off. If you wanna do something crazy, like crash diet to look like you've lost 10 pounds, just know that it's not worth it. The results won't last. It's more likely to cause a lot more harm than good. The perspective I like to take is a more long-term perspective. So maybe you won't get your goal this summer. Maybe this summer you're going to have a few extra pounds of fat on you that you don't want to have. But imagine if you sacrifice this one summer and every summer for the rest of your life, for like the next 80-ish years, you're where you want to be. You never have to worry about fat loss again. You're chilling, you're healthy, you're happy, you love your body, you're comfortable. I know I'm not going to be as lean as I would like to be this summer because it's already this summer. But I know if I put in the work now, don't worry about this summer as much, I'm going to be setting myself up to not really have to worry about my physique. Basically back to where I was before topical steroid withdrawal came and ruined everything in my life. All right, I finished my walk and now it is dinner time. I actually recently ordered a box from Green Chef because I've just been like out of my house, like I have not been cooking from home a lot. I just haven't been here. Things have been happening. Like I haven't been able to go grocery shopping as much. It's been hard to cook for myself. I was like, I need a little help. So I ordered a little box from Green Chef because I just could not be bothered to put in the effort to do anything else. If you don't know, Green Chef is a USDA certified organic like meal delivery service company. You can go on their website and order from a variety of meal plans. They have dishes to accommodate various lifestyles, including vegan, vegetarian, paleo, and keto. So you pick your meal plan, and then within each meal plan, there are 9 different recipes that you can pick from. So you pick your recipes, and then they send you little bags that are full of perfectly proportioned, mostly prepared ingredients for the recipes. And then each recipe comes with like a card that has step-by-step instructions with photos. Here, let me show you. So this is the recipe that I'm making tonight. It is the Mediterranean chicken thighs. So you see all the ingredients on. Look at how good that looks, first of all. Gives you all the ingredients, listed like all the cooking stuff that you need, and then instructions with step-by-step pictures. Little tips from the chef. So not only do I love Green Chef for how convenient it is and how much easier it makes it to eat healthier and not have to think about food as much, but my favorite thing about Green Chef is every time I make a recipe, I like fall in love with the flavors. Like Green Chef has made me love foods that I never thought I would like. Like one time I got a shrimp dish, and let me tell you, before that I did not like shrimp, but I was like, we got this. We're gonna see how it goes. Now I like shrimp. Turns out I just needed to have like good shrimp cooked in a new way, however they had me do it, and it was life-changing. So y'all know me, chicken thighs are like already my favorite food, so I'm super stoked about this one. I also have a beef patty recipe and a barramundi with mango salsa recipe, so I'll be doing those later in the week. So yeah, I am super stoked to be making this tonight. If you guys want to check out Green Chef, you can go to greenchef.us/90marissa and use the code 90marissa to get yourself $90 off and free shipping. If I'm gonna recommend something this good, you know I'm gonna hook you guys up. So check that out. I'll link that down in the description box below. Let's go make some chicken thighs. This turned out so much more professional looking than I thought it was going to. I was just cooking it and I was like, oh, this is not gonna look good, but it looks beautiful, if I may say so myself. I had a little bit of leftover white rice and I need some carbs, so I just threw that in there. But let's give this a little taste test. Every time, I'm not even joking. Like, whoever comes up with the sauces for Green Chef's sauce master, I must thank thee for gracing my taste buds with this amazingness. This is so good. Highly, highly recommend Green Chef. If you want to just expand your palate, learn some new recipes. If you're also trying to like learn how to cook, super, super helpful because it's super simple, super straightforward, very easy instructions, and you get delicious meals like this. Again, you can go to greenchef.us/90marissa, use the code 90marissa to get yourself $90 off and free shipping for your first box. I will leave that link down in the description box below. Check it out. I'm gonna go indulge in this beautifulness. Oh, I also grabbed myself a little bit of a kombucha. Yes, this is exactly what I needed. One of the most frequent questions I get from people in regards to a fat loss journey is about sweets and treats and desserts and things. And to all those questions, I will say this. For the last 3 nights, this will be the 4th night, I'm having half one of these chocolate bars for dessert. Half of an entire chocolate bar. No, that's not a ton, but like, it's a good amount of chocolate. You can totally eat dessert, eat treats, eat sugar, eat the yummy things, and still lose fat. You just have to be smart about it. You just have to be reasonable about it. So this is my dessert, which means after I finish this, I am done eating for the day. I'll probably have a cup of tea. I'll probably have some of my Ned Mellow Magnesium. You guys probably don't care to see that. Although, let me know, would you be interested in a video on my current supplement routine to support my body and my hormones through fat loss? But yeah, I'm super excited to kick off phase 2 of this fat loss journey that I'm on. Super excited to be bringing you guys along the process with me. Leave a comment down below and let me know what your current health or fitness related goals are. Could be aesthetic, could be performance based, could be strength based, could be health based. Also, let me know if you have any questions about my journey or things that you want me to update you on. And yeah, if you like the video, please give a big thumbs up. It really does support me and my channel. I really appreciate it. Please share this video with your friends, your family. If you want to see more videos from me all about fat loss, you can check them out over here. To see future videos, make sure you hit that subscribe button. Hit the little notification bell so you get notified when I post a video, and I will see you very soon. Bye!